Have a nice day. Today is Wednesday, 7th of August 2024. August 7th, according to the history point of view, has been chosen due to its special significance in India's history. It was on this day that the Swadeshi movement was launched in 1905, where it was declared to the boycott British goods. The movement involved the revival of the domestic products and production processes. Starting the newspaper with the newspaper, the Hindu states that amendment of Waqf Act proposed inclusion of non-Muslims and Muslim women in Waqf boards, strips the board of powers to declare a property as Waqf. As the Union government prepares to amend the Waqf Act 1995, Union Minister for Minority Affairs Kiran Rijiju said that there is a long-standing demand from poor Muslim groups to amend the legislation. Proposed legislation omits Section 40 relating to the powers of board to decide if a property or is Waqf property. Centre is also set to introduce the Unified Waqf Management, Empowerment, Efficiency and Development Act 1995 in the Parliament this week to amend the Waqf Act 1995. Hamas names Yahya Sinwar mastermind of the October 7 attacks as its new leader in show-up defiance. Yahya Sinwar chairs a meeting with the leaders of Palestinian factions at his home in Gaza City, April 13, 2022. His selection is likely to provoke Israel, which has put him at the top of its kill list after the October 7 attack. Hamas on Tuesday, August 6, 2024, named Yahya Sinwar its top official in Gaza who masterminded the October 7 attacks in Israel, as it is a new leader in the dramatic assign of the power of Palestinian militant groups hardline wing after his predecessor was killed in a presumed Israeli strike in Iran. No state would like to implement Bengal model on tackling left-wing extremism, Amit Shah to Trinamool MP. Union Home Minister Amit Shah speaks in the Lok Sabha during the monsoon session of the Parliament on August 6, 2024. Trinamool Congress leader Sogatha Sorai said the West Bengal government has been successfully in controlling left-wing extremism and asked whether the Indian government would study the status model and also try it in other states. Union Home Minister Amit Shah on Tuesday, August 6, 2024, said no state would like to implement the West Bengal model to tackle left-wing extremism. Going to the Hindustan newspaper states that United States polls what Wallace gets Harris, what he don't. United States Vice President Kamala Harris and the Governor of Minnesota, Tim Wallace. Washington Kamala Harris's decision to pick Minnesota's Governor Tim Wallace as her running mate, giving her a political edge in terms of political narrative in the Middle American and provides balance to the ticket, but it don't necessarily help her with the particular geographies or swing voters that will be critical to shaping the 2020 outcome. Supreme Court bench to hear Punjab High Court's criticism of this order. According to Justice Shehrawat, the Supreme Court thinks it of itself as more supreme than it really is, and it thinks of the higher courts as less high than they truly are in terms of the Constitution. The Supreme Court on Tuesday took suo motu cognizance of an unusual order issued by Punjab and Haryana High Court judge who criticized the stay order previously passed by the Apex Court while commenting that the Supreme Court tends to perceive itself as more supreme than it actually is and views high courts as being less high than they are constitutionally. A five-judge bench consisting of Chief Justice of India D.Y. Chandrachud and Justice Sanjay Khanna, B.R. Gawai, Surya Kant and Hrishikesh Roy will hear the matter on Wednesday. The bench comprises the first five judges of the top court. The case titled in reorder of the Punjab and Haryana Court dated 17/7/2024 and ancillary issues was registered following the High Court order on July 17. In that order, a single bench led by Justice Rambir Sehrawat made several critical remarks about the Supreme Court's decision to stay contempt proceedings initiated by a High Court in case. Delhi suffers from high levels of ground level ozone. Final study. Students taking pledge in the front of a global symbol during an awareness campaign on the occasion of the International Ozone Day at a European Metric School in Chennai. Delhi NCR topped a list of 10 cities across the country that were found to have high concentrations of ground level ozone O3, according to the study released by the Center for Science and Environment (CSE) on Tuesday. According to the study, between January 1st and July 18, a period of 200 days, Delhi NCR recorded 176 days of ground level ozone exceedance. The second highest was 138 days each in Mumbai, MMR, and Pune, followed by Jaipur at 126 days, as CSE used data from the official stations under the Continuous Ambient Air Quality Monitoring System (CAAQMS) of the Central Pollution Control Board. The spatial distribution of ozone was also found to be inverse of NO2 and PM2.5. This bears out the fact that while ozone is created in polluted areas, with the nitrogen oxide being the catalyst, it also gets mapped up in higher NO2 areas as it further reacts. But the ozone that escapes to cleaner areas with less NO2 builds up faster as unavailability of NO2 hampers its dissipation, the study said. Now, going towards the economy of the country from the business point of view, rupee ends to record closing low due to the weakness in Asia effects. The dollar index was up 0.2%, at 103.1, while most Asian currencies weakened, led by the Malaysian ringgit, or a 1% drop. The Indian rupee fell on Tuesday and closed at its weakest level on record, pressured by a decline in its Asian peers and strong dollar demand in the non-deliverable forwards market, traders said. Meanwhile, dollar rupee forward premium eased slightly but managed to hold on to much of their gains from a climb to a 14-month high on Monday. Stock market today. Wall Street steadies after its worst day in nearly 2 years, and stocks are mixed. The Dow Jones Industrial Average was up 47 points, or 0.1%, as of 9:43 a.m. Eastern Time, and Nasdaq Composite was 0.3% lower. Some calm is turning to Wall Street, and United States stocks are holding steadier after Japan's market soared earlier today to bounce back from its worst loss since 1987. Several technical factors may have accelerated the recent move for markets beyond the weak United States hiring data and other reports in what strategists at Barclays call a perfect storm for causing extreme market moves. After a backlash, government rolled back indexation benefits available on LTCG tax on scale of property. Option of 12.5% tax without the indection are also available, or of the tax amount to be paid. Additionally, all the properties are purchased before the budget presentation due July 23 have been grandfathered. In the original proposal, there was no grandfathering for properties bought after April 1st, 2001. Cabinet clears SETI for State Bank of India chairman post. 3 managing directors are MDs of the State Bank of India SETI, Ashwini Kumar Tiwari and Vinay M. Thomas, appeared for the chairman's interview on June 29. The appointment committee of the Cabinet ACC on Tuesday approved a proposal to appoint Chala Srinivasalu SETI as the chairman of the State Bank of India. India's largest lender, Chala Srinivasalu SETI. Going towards the world news, including how Kamala Harris and Tim Walz hold the first joint rally in Philadelphia. Israel says neo-Hamas chief Sinwar's only place is beside assassinated leader death. Moscow responds to United Kingdom Prime Minister Starmer's criticism over civil war, remarks amidst unrest. Tim Walz says it is an honor of lifetime on being named as a running mate for Harris. Meet Hamas' new leader, Yahya Sinwar, who directed October 7 attack from Gaza. Nobel laureate Muhammad Yunus appointed head of Bangladesh's interim government. Going towards the science and tech, we have what is e-rupee and why do Google Pay, PhonePe want to join the Reserve Bank of India's digital rupee project? The rupee or the digital rupee is the digital currency is issued by the Reserve Bank of India. The story so far: fintech companies including Google, PhonePe, Amazon Pay, CAD, and Mobivik are looking to join the Indian Central Bank's digital currency project by allowing their users to transact in e-rupee via a unified payment interface. Through this move, these payments platforms seek to widen their use case beyond enabling payment transactions between users linked to their registered banks in this country. Earthquake 2050 to 2500 years ago abruptly changed Ganga River's course. In the Y-shaped feature at the center of this image, the Ganga River is visible as the branch on the left, flowing towards the Sundarban Delta at the bottom. 2018 geochronologist Elizabeth Chamberlain, an assistant professor at the Wageningen University and Research, Netherlands, and her team were in Bangladesh to study the movement of river channels in the Ganga Delta. They were exploring an almost 2-kilometer wide paleo channel, a well-preserved mud and sand archive for the river's ancient course, about 25 kilometers to the south of the modern Ganga River. Today, the area is used to cultivate rice. Judicious use of the sucralose as a sugar substitute has benefits for diabetics study. Doctors say more studies are underway on the safety and efficacy of sucralose. Image for representation purpose only. Non-nutritive sweeteners can help in cutting down calories, sugar intake, and increase dietary compliance. Most studies are underway on safety and efficiency of sucralose. A recent study from India examining the effects of the replacing sucralose or table sugar with an artificial sweetener, sucralose, in coffee and tea found no adverse impact on glucose or HbA1c levels, and in fact indicated a slight improvement in the body weight, waist circumference, and body mass index (BMI). Fossils suggest even smaller hobbits roamed an Indonesian island 7 lakh years ago. This image provided by the University of Tokyo shows the Mata Menge humerus fragment left at the same scale as the humerus of Homo floresiensis from the Liang Bio cave on the island of the Flores, Indonesia. New research suggests the ancestors of the hobbits were even smaller. 20 years ago, on an Indonesian island, scientists discovered fossils of an early human species that stood at about 1.07 meters tall, earning them the nickname hobbits. Now, a new study suggests ancestors of the hobbits were even slightly shorter. Scientists urge caution about the mystery of Mars rock found by NASA rover. A close-up in the Che Guevara Falls rock on Mars. NASA announced the first detection of the possible biosignatures in the rock on the surface of the NASA has announced the first detection of possible biosignatures in the rock on the surface of Mars. The rock contains the first Martian organic matter to be decisively detected by the Perseverance rover, as well as the curious discolored spots that could indicate the past activity of the microorganisms. Babies in Nigeria being born with the antibiotic-resistant bacteria. According to the UNICEF, samples taken from the mothers and newborn babies in Nigeria had colistin-resistant bacteria present in their bodies. Yet neither had been treated with the colistin. Sepsis occurs when one's immune system has an extreme response to an infection. It is a life-threatening condition globally. It accounts for about 11 million deaths, 20% of all deaths per year. Last, there's a famous quotation said by Mother Teresa, whose full name was Mary Teresa Bojasihu. Birth anniversary 26th of August 1910 up to 5 September 1997, better known as Mother Teresa, was an Albanian Indian Catholic nun and the founder of the Missionaries of Charity, born in Skopje, then part of the Ottoman Empire. At the age of 80, she moved to Ireland and later to India, where she lived most of her life. On 4 September 2016, she was canonized by the Catholic Church as a Saint Teresa of Calcutta. The anniversary of her death, 5 September, is her feast day. Mother Teresa founded the Missionaries of Charity, a religious congregation which grew to have over 4,500 nuns across 133 countries as of 2012. The congregation manages homes for people who are dying of HIV and AIDS, leprosy, and tuberculosis. The congregation also runs soup kitchens, dispensaries, mobile clinics, children's and family counseling programs, as well as the orphanages and schools. Members take vow of chastity, poverty, and obedience, and also profess a fourth vow to give wholehearted free service to the poorest of the poor. Mother Teresa received several honors, including the 1962 Ramon Magsaysay Peace Prize and the 1979 Nobel Peace Prize, a controversial figure during her life and after her death. Mother Teresa was admired by many of her charitable work, but was criticized for her views on abortion and contraception, as well as the poor condition in her houses for the dying. Her authorized biography, written by Naveen Chawla, was published in 1992, and she has been the subject of many other works. On 6 September 2017, Mother Teresa and the Saint Francis Xavier were named co-patrons of the Roman Catholic Archdiocese of Calcutta. She says a very famous quotation that says that not all of us can do great things, but we can do small things with great love. She also says that do not wait for leaders, do it alone, person to person. Okay, thank you.